All right, now for real this time. Honkai Star Wars version 3.4 special program reaction. Let's go. Should be unmuted for the YouTube side as well. We are good to go. First time XDD. Huh. Actually real this time. Actually real this time, boys. Alright, I'm gonna skip forward 5 minutes. Alright, kind of excited. Let's see what they got for us. This one's gonna be exciting. It was kind of loud, no? Kind of loud. Alright, show me the cinema. Let me see it. Lady Aglaya? Oh, okay. Oh shit! Ooh, they have their own little iPad thing here. Oh, let me get these out of the way. Alright, this is definitely spoilers for me, but that is fine. Is that truly the case? Ooh. Oh shit! What a banger! Wait, fucking soundtrack is banger as fuck. Oh my! What the fuck? He looks like a god. Wait, is that his like? Oh, they changed immediately to Saber! Okay, you're gonna be strong, right? Oh shit, it's fucking Archer. Okay. Holy fuck. Wait, huh? No, Lancer? Gate Bull! Wait, I just saw him for a split second. What the fuck is he doing here? Wait, real? Wait, what the fuck? He's actually... Wait, what? Oh shit, this is fucking... Yo! Was that Archer and Saber fighting? Oh fuck. Holy fucking shit, dude. What the hell? Wait, boys, is this story complicated? That has to be like an event cutscene, right? With Saber and Archer and Lancer. That's not like part of the actual game story. Cause like I saw that and I'm like, bro, they were weaving in like 2 stories. Or if they are in the same one, that shit's crazy. It's a separate event for Fate event? Okay, but that's still cool as fuck. Wait, you guys saw that Saber was fighting Archer. And then also Saber was fighting Lancer. So what's going on, guys? why are my Fate buddies fighting each other? I thought we were gonna be friends since they're all collabed. Okay, so chat, is this part of the story that Phainon ascends to like god level? Because obviously I haven't done 3.2 or 3.3 fully. But it seems to me that he ascends to actual just god level. I assume he had to make some sacrifices to obtain this obscene level of power or some shit, but okay. Damn, what the fuck, man? All right, buddy.
Mr. Albert?
Hello!
Albert.
Anoxa's here, and so is Men.
Have a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4.
A lot of story spoilers this live stream. That's okay. I don't mind too much.
I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. I'm Phainon. I'm so happy to be on the special program.
Yes, sir. You are definitely
Hello,
Phainon.
everyone. I'm Anaxagoras.
Nice
Why
to
does he
see all of
sound
you
like
again.
that, chat?
Did you miss me?
I am.
Of course we missed you.
Anaxagoras.
Well, dear guests, welcome to the show.
Sounds so menacing, bro.
I have been looking forward to
What
this
does he
special
sound like?
program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off,
Me,
had
mem,
my
mem.
heart
Me,
racing.
mem, mem, me, mem.
The burning sky
Yes.
and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into
He hates
Evernight.
people who calls him a
All of our
Naxa.
Chrysosaur
Interesting.
companions did
And
everything in their power
Xagrus.
to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Phainon, so they could return the very last core.
Mem, you're telling me you have a beautiful voice that we can all listen to. Yet in game, all I fucking hear is me, me, me. Me, me, me. And maybe 10% of the time I hear you beautiful. You have such a nice voice. Why the fuck do I have to deal with...
Flame
Fine.
to the vortex of Genesis.
We already found out the truth. So what do a few sacrifices matter? Every Chrysos heir was prepared for this. You just need to boldly
It's spoilers.
take that
Okay, I
last
get it,
step
guys.
toward
I don't
the
know
Era
anything
Nova.
about the story because everything's too...
But in the trailer
okay,
just
get
now,
it, man.
it seems like Phainon is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about to reveal itself.
Yeah.
I assume everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example,
Indeed, a
when
wise
we went to
choice.
fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the
Oh.
source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived
So they
this
just
day.
straight up
It has
talk
something to
about the
do with
story.
that erudition god
All right,
beyond the
guys.
sky, doesn't it? Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding ground,
Wait,
which
wait.
switch
Bougie says you can just skip past this beginning part, bro. It's all story to start. It's not worth to react to. Is it just yapping about the story? Is that what you're saying? I don't know the story, so I'm just, yeah, okay. All right, I'll skip forward so not to spoil the story. I assume it's somewhere here-ish.
And it isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. But I'll leave the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
What kind of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris' true nature.
Before, as I've written, was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories. Now, even its appearance has changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
it looks like it's turned into some
Then-
kind of database.
You can use this system to unlock even more of Amphoris' secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Is this still
Aside
spoilers?
from the major
Yeah.
updates too, as I've written,
No,
the
it seems to be
long-awaited
getting
skip
close, chat.
dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version 3.4. Story
Yes, sir.
dialogue can now be skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each section displayed along the way. Now
Skip
you
the
can choose-
current dialogue. Here it is, boys. You know, okay, chat, be honest with me for a second. Be honest for me a second. Would it genuinely be more worth it for me to skip the story and watch lore recappers on YouTube instead? No. So you're saying I still should sit through the rest of the 20 hours I have of 3.2 and 3.3? Yeah, you lose immersion. Yes, okay, okay. Fine, I'll stick to it then.
the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences. In version
Maybe you guys can help
3.6,
me
there'll
if I
also
can
be
actually
a
skip certain parts that don't add too much to the storyline. You can skip 3.1 and 3.2, I guess, but 3.3 onwards, I think you shouldn't skip. Well, God bless that I already finished sitting through all of 3.0 and 3.1 and half of 3.2. I'm so glad that I sat through the stuff that you're telling me I can skip through. So it's all fuck. Okay. Very nice, boys. We got a lot done.
story recap function.
That's funny. I'm memeing, chat.
Stay tuned. But of course, as we move into version 3.4, we shall take the final step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the
Okay.
myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening
Is
to you?
this the Eon of Destruction? What's his name again? Is that Nanook? Oh. At least I still remember these things.
Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4. Can't spill too much here, but I can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song. So don't miss it.
Awesome.
Nice.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
All right, Phainon, show me what you got, big boy. Oh shit! What the fuck? He actually does become a god. What the? Huh? Yo! Relax. What? Are you like splitting worlds with this? What the fuck is that anime? What is it? Bro is severing worlds. The fuck is this animation? Okay, bro just created a. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is? Are you? Wait. Does he? Is that like a planet? Like, what? Wait. Look at the... What the fuck is that? Has to be like a planet, bro. Like, the size of this is like a fucking... Like, it's like Mars. Okay. We're getting into some fucking dank territory, man. These guys are no longer even close to human. Let me do this again. So this guy, okay, chat, does his technique have some insane Castoris level like animation? Cause like that's what it's feeling like right now. You guys remember when Castoris uses technique? Her Netherwing just like splits the fucking world and shit. What the fuck? Did he? Is that like a supernova? Bro was like one with the stars.
What in the world happened to Phainon to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know.
Yeah.
Now
what's
he
going on, man?
seems strange and formidable.
Oh, could you
Anax's
elaborate?
fucking voice
I
lines,
remember
bro.
when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Phainon was one of the first Chrysos heirs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Phainon carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy, and Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the flame chase journey.
Oh shit,
Aglaya
okay.
even used her own death to set him up for success by...
What? Give me what? What?
even used her own hand-picked successor of the flame chase journey. Xlice even used her own death to set him up for success.
Oh man. Well, that's a pretty big spoiler that I won't forget. that's a pretty. I did not expect that. What the fuck, bro? I heard that out of the corner of my ear, and I'm like, did I hear that right? What? Oh my god, chat. Is it? Am I cooked? Be honest. I
By
might be
making the
cooked.
Council of Elders the focus of criticism, and allowing Phainon to step up and rally the people.
Yeah, all of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the Deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who
Damn.
barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. Who's Phainon like before he joined the flame chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown. It was a small, remote village. Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And
You know, I
guess
actually like Mem's voice a
what?
lot. Thoughts?
You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore IDs.
I think it's like actually so good for like the type of character
about
she is.
Phainon's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes, you've really come a long way.
These days, Phainon just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphorius needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Phainon's face is still the same, his whole vibe has shifted. His gaze is now sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one step away from the era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths of Amphorius are about to come to light. What
By the way, chat,
trials lie ahead?
is this one specifically a Noxus? is this one specifically his? No? Okay, it almost looks like it's a Noxus pet that I like never knew about it.
And what choices will Phainon make?
A hero's journey is never easy.
He likes Dromas.
But if the will in your heart is strong enough, no fire can burn you out. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul. I am more than ready.
Well said. Then let's let everyone experience it all themselves in version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Phainon performs in battle.
Here we
You
go.
got it. I'll first show up in the familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Okay,
The use
blast.
of my skill also grants me core flames. Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Oh,
Wait.
core flames.
So core
okay.
flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. Phainon can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Phainon will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Phainon powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
He faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
Where the fuck did they go?
All alone?
What
That
the
sounds
fuck?
way too
No, his team is still. Wait, what?
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Phainon's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: creation,
Titans?
calamity, and foundation.
Titans. Oh fuck. Okay.
Each with a
Bro
brand
is
new
blessed
ability.
by the gods.
Care
Jesus.
to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the creation titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Blast.
Calling upon the power of the calamity titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I
Okay.
take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Multiple instances of damage on one random enemy. Very interesting. He has a normal blast move, and then he has a action advance for the enemies plus a taunt, and then counters. Which is, I think it's true AoE. I think his middle thing with creation, no, not creation, calamity is true AoE, and then probably the final hit is bounce.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power
Okay, so I see. That's what
of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself.
the fuck, bro. This okay. Hold on. This ability is fucking crazy.
3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce
Holy
damage.
fucking
If I've maxed out
animation,
the
bro.
consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam
What
all
the
enemies with
fuck?
extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used up, Phainon will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Phainon's technique is
Oh wait, so he actually he domain expands, like unironically. Like this is the first true domain expansion that we have, but this is like a real one. His ult is an actual domain expansion, and he removes it when he goes out of battlefield, and it also explodes, dealing extra damage. So okay, very funny. His type of gameplay is, hey, everyone, give me all of your buffs. Okay, now I can ult. I'm gonna ult and take everyone into this solo playing field. Goodbye. So all his buffers are just sitting there doing nothing, while Phainon is just... What the fuck, man?
pretty unique too. Upon casting it, Phainon instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius.
Oh shit, that's
If
pretty
they're
cool.
normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering.
Wait, so he
a
is like
battle.
Akron here.
Wait, all enemies? That's nuts.
Of course, power
Oh,
comes
shit.
with a cost.
Damn.
This technique
Akron's overworld actually power crept here. What the
consumes
fuck?
2 technique points.
If the
Oh,
technique
2
misses,
technique points,
it
so
won't
quite a bit.
cost any points. Plus, when Phainon's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
Wow.
When I use my technique to
fuck?
enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates.
Yeah, I'll be
In
having
addition,
early
at the
access.
start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh,
Aww, guys, there's no entering technique animation. It's normal.
Start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all
Yeah, it would have been
enemies
cool if
and
he
gain
had some fucking
Scourge.
crazy like domain shit thing or whatever.
I see.
All right, now that we've wrapped up Phainon's combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4,
Wow.
Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and
Oh
Jingliu are all
my
getting some serious
God.
enhancements.
Buffs.
Let's go!
Holy fucking
Mr.
shit.
Albert,
Buffs
please do
to
tell us what's
limited
changing.
5 stars.
Let's start with Silverwolf.
Okay, let's see.
After
This
the
is important.
optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh, so it's AoE now.
So
not single
so Pella. Right. So basically Pella's ult. Okay.
Target.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup.
Okay, that's fine.
On top of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, okay,
that
that's
makes it a lot
actually
easier to apply the
interesting.
weakness we actually want.
Next up, Kafka.
So that's it. So basically, Silverwolf is the new Pella, except better. Right? 5-star Pella, essentially. AoE ult. Also, the energy regen is pretty significant. It probably means that she can rotate her kit quite a lot. Honestly, probably near 100% uptime def ult, right? Probably. If she's getting energy every single turn, it maybe scale with ERR. Who knows? And then her E is probably near guaranteed, right? I mean, chat. Do we really need weakness implant at this stage of the game? I think the genuine true value of Silverwolf is AoE def down. Yes, we still need it. Interesting. Because I feel like every single character that they're releasing recently has weakness implant of their own. So, but I get it. I get that it's probably sometimes needed. Okay, well that's good. Those are not the same as HSR weakness implant. She actually shreds the resistance. Others do not. Oh, so okay. So Silverwolf actually has additional value. It probably stacks with Respen then, right? I'm guessing. So it's kind of actually better if it's like additional Respen. I don't know if it's the same. If that shred the resistance is like Respen.
After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an...
My goat. I need to see this again. I need to savor every last drop of Kafka.
Next up, Kafka. After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And now for Blade.
Guys, I think we're cooked. Oh, my queen is still cooked, bro. That does not sound like anything significant at all, man. Bro, there's no way that DOT is reaching damage levels that are even close to the fucking recent units, bro. It's definitely better, but like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know, I'll have to see, man. They skimmed over Kafka's buffs. There's more? Okay, well, maybe take a look later. I'm hoping for more.
Dude. Dot is still dead XDD.
I'll see, man.
After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation. A change will happen to Jing Liu as well.
Okay, so basically Blade looks like he's also dead.
Fuck me, dude.
There's also this. Kafka is now a Harmony unit true.
Are these blade buffs significant enough, though? That's the thing. What is this? No need to unlock traces to settle all DOT debuffs. Not that that matters. Original trace effect is adjusted to when effect hit rate of all allied targets is greater than or equal to 75% increased target's attack by 100%. So does that include herself? This is kind of weird. So basically, that second line is when she is in your team, if any of your allies, including yourself, have more or have equal or more than 75% EHR, they automatically get 100%. It's just like an aura, right? It's like if you hit 75%, boom, 100% free attack for you. If you're below it, then you're fucked. You just don't get it. It's just like an instant thing that exists or doesn't exist. So in that case, then,
Oh, fuck me, dude.
Robin Buffalo.
is effect hit rate in terms of substat like the same value of attack? Like, what if you had a separate set? If you pair her ever with if you pair any character with Kafka, doesn't investing 75% EHR automatically better than 100% or 75% attack? I think this just generally makes Nihility characters much stronger, right? Not even Nihility, but mostly Nihility. This in itself might be the most impactful part about her kit, right, chat? Like, genuinely. I feel like any attack scaler that's Nihility based will probably want Kafka for this buff. It's significant enough to matter. That's actually interesting. Okay, let's continue watching.
Now she'll deal damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each time a teammate loses HP, Xlice stacks extra crit damage.
Oh,
After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher.
That's pretty good, though, right? I think these two changes are pretty significant for her.
Some solid upgrades, but with all these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends' ability modes.
You're serious? Okay, so Genshin, when the fuck are we getting Constellation Toggle? No way, bro. This is actually quite big. That is such a substantial design change that it makes me kind of pissed off that we don't have Constellation Toggle. Because, like, this definitely is capable. I mean, HSR still doesn't have Eidolon Toggle. What does that have anything to do with this? This is an entire kit that you can swap on or off, man. You guys are saying that, like, it's kit, not Eidolon. Like, that's worse to do. Brother, changing an entire kit and swapping it is way harder than doing that for Eidolons. Oh my god, bro, you guys have no analytical comprehension. Like, what? You all are saying that it's kit, not Eidolon, like that fucking matters.
Yeah, because if they didn't make this toggleable, you know damn well someone would complain that a character they paid for was changed with no way to go back.
What? I mean, I get that.
Of their abilities.
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends' ability modes freely. So choose whichever version you like best.
You know the interesting thing, guys, is that every single time I do like an HSR react, for some reason, it's always chat that makes me more angry than the actual live stream. Because you guys are so annoying about whether I've done story or not, whether these changes are meant to be or not. Like, bro, like, what the fuck? You guys are like trying to fucking provoke me more than the actual special program is.
Be sure to keep an eye out for official announcements.
Sounds good.
Aside from the ability reworks, one more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
Oh, who is it?
In version 3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its debut.
Ah,
A new
look
outfit.
at that.
Ooh, let's take a look at the video clip first.
Hey guys, we see Firefly. What's going on here? Okay, her skin's kind of cute though, no? Okay, maybe I'm biased 'cause I like green. But I gotta admit, like,
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever. And that Firefly
do you guys like this skin? Let me see this again. There's like not much in it, no?
Sound.
Yeah, there's not much in it, man. It looks it's like the only thing that I can see are that are like specific to her design are the bow tie, this flower right here. But like the skirt, you could just get a stock photo of the skirt. I swear you probably could, man.
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever. And that Firefly-shaped brooch on her chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
Maybe she even asked for fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an eye for style. They must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit changes?
Oh, totally possible.
Wait, chat, I like Firefly's hair though. I like the highlights at the end.
If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version 3.4's first
All right,
half
banner
warp
time.
event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Phainon, and the limited 5-star light cone, thus burns the dawn, will have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new 4-star light
Whoa.
cone for the Path of Remembrance.
Hey, that's definitely Elysia, no? Isn't that Elysia? No? Cyrene, that I have not met this character from the story, right? She looks awfully similar though, guys.
Story's next page is being
That's
added to the
awfully
first
similar.
half banner. At the same time,
Oh, what the
we'll also
fuck?
kick off a special warp event. The limited 5-star characters, Treeby,
What the
Sunday,
fuck?
and Sparkle are coming back. Plus,
Yo.
5-star light cones if time were a flower.
Isn't it kind of loaded? Wait, this is in the first half with Phainon? Oh, I'm so sorry for you guys. Holy shit, what the fuck? Tribby and Sunday. With Phainon? Damn. Bit rough. It's a bit rough, boys.
The escapade
I thought that
will
was phase 2
return
and I
as
realized
well.
it's phase 1.
In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round of special warp events.
Oh my god.
Limited 5-star characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be
Oh my god, this lineup is so bedge. Not because the characters aren't cute or anything, but they're so like randomly out of meta.
be back along with the limited 5-star light cones. Whereabouts your dreams rest, I shall be my own sword and the unreachable side.
Mm-hmm. Two of our newly
Okay.
buffed old
I mean,
friends
you know.
are making a comeback in this version.
Yeah, so they did this for Firefly's skin to sell it a little bit, maybe. And then Jingliu and Bald are both buffed in HP scaling manner. And they probably did this because their HP scaling matches with the synergy of Amphorius units, right? I mean, that's like the legitimate reason. You can consider both Jingliu and Bald to be like variations of Maide's build. And then Kafka is just nowhere to be seen because Kafka and Silverwolf are nowhere to be seen because their synergies are like not as obvious.
About Kafka and Silverwolf.
Here's a little sneak peek. Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5. And the limited 5-star light cones, Patience is All You Need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice!
Also, 8 new 4-star light cones will be added to the Nameless Honor Rewards in
What
version
the fuck?
3.4.
Ah, I see quite a few familiar faces on the light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos heirs.
Looks like Phainon really does enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that level of comfort.
For sure.
Oh
All
wow,
right,
there are.
Let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content coming.
Wait a second. This is a 4-star Tribby looking light cone, but it's for abundance. So you're not even going to use it on Tribby. Even though it's looks like it's for Tribby. That makes no sense to me, but okay. They've never
All
made
right,
the pictures
let's take a quick
match?
break.
Fuck, okay.
There's still
Well, then
more
fuck me
version
then, guys.
3.4 content coming your way.
Oh. Okay, honestly though, Chad, HSR seems more and more like a more luxurious game to play. Like, it just seems like you have to spend so much money to like, yeah. Cause like I'm seeing these phased banners and it's like, yeah, they're just royally screwing you over, man. They really are. Because they put I genuinely thought that Phainon and Tribby Sunday would be split to give you a little bit of a chance. But no, they fully packed all the relevant units on the first phase. And the second phase, they just put skin bait and then buffed units that are like okay with Amphorius-ish. You know. It is what it is, boys. I mean, it just seems like HSR is a more luxurious game at this point, where it's like it's not, you know, really non-spender friendly. So damn, okay. Well, that's what it is. I mean, overall, I think the QOL and shit, I think is pretty good. I am a little disappointed at the skin though. Like, there's no major Sam change, right? Unless I'm missing something, guys. It doesn't seem like there's a major Sam change. It seems like it's just a chroma for Sam. Like nothing, like I think it's just recolored. I don't think there's a design. If there is a design change, it's not noticeable enough for me to understand that. I'm not fashion oriented, so I can't tell. But yeah, very very minor changes. I don't know if that's, yeah. I mean, from my perspective, it looks like you're paying for you're paying whatever the skin amount is for color touch-ups on her hair, her bow tie, and her little emblem here, and a schoolgirl outfit. Which I guess is there a limitation to HSR? Maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a limitation to HSR. I just think I think the reason why you guys don't really like this is because it's so close to her base look, right? Yay or nay? Because it really does look like she doesn't change that much. Like, there's really not much that even she just got some hair highlights. There's nothing significant that you can just rave over. Did you see the green blue panel at the waist level? Is it this thingy? This is the main change? I don't even know what the fuck it looked like before. Wow, okay. All right, well, that color being added to Sam is the main change. Oh boy. And they might get cooked over that, boys. They might get cooked over that one. You know, I'm disappointed for the Firefly fans. Because Firefly, from what I understand, is a very popular character, both in EN and also JPCN. Because she's very GF coded. So the fact that they put the green light for a skin like this, that will probably disappoint, like, basically every Firefly fan, is kind of like a shot in their own foot, I think. The schoolgirl uniform is loved by JP.
Right.
So how does JP feel about the outfit? Is it good for them? Are they complaining about the other small things? Because I'm pretty sure JP will probably love that outfit just because of the schoolgirl stuff. JP won't ever complain. JP loves it. I don't think CN cares. Classic EN. Okay. Well, I mean, I think I am a bit disappointed, even though I'll probably... Am I even going to buy it? Honestly, this is the first time I'm genuinely considering I have to look at both forms. Usually, I always automatically buy a skin. Because I'm like, generally, it's like Pog. Do you even use Firefly? I mean, she's like decently invested. I don't use her recently because of Amphorius. So, okay, we'll see.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the events in this version. A piece of good news comes from Penacony at the other end of the cosmos. Origami Bird Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
Oh, is that the cute Match 3 game?
That's right. The International Peace Corporation has officially sponsored Origami Bird Clash and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Penaconian flavor throughout
Of
the whole
Origami
cosmos.
Bird Clash.
And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazers Radiant Feldspar.
There needs to be some new game modes for the game to make a name for itself, right?
Of course.
Oh,
This time,
fuck,
the
this
two
is
players
back,
will
boys.
take turns acting on the
Okay,
same
this is actually
field,
fun as
and
fuck,
every
though.
player has a set number of moves. You can eliminate 4 or more fruits to form bombs and obtain extra moves.
It's actually fun as fuck.
You can
though.
also
Anything-
get extra
anything
moves
can
when you
man.
swap 2 super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
It's bad.
Oh no!
Your guys'
I
favorite
see
event is back.
obstacles popping up on the field. How are we supposed to deal with those?
Not to worry. In this version of the Origami Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle.
Oh.
For example, Shattering Hammer can eliminate any individual fruit or obstacle. Spicy Bomb can turn a fruit into a bomb, and Reset Cube can reset all fruits on the field.
What the
Leveling
fuck?
up items
Oh,
will
shit.
also
Reset
make
Cube's
them
kinda
more
Gandalf.
powerful.
As long as you pick the right item at the right time, you can turn the tide and deliver a powerful blow to your opponent.
There are plenty of familiar faces among our opponents this time.
That's right. Trailblazers can still battle against many old friends in
Excuse
this
me.
event. In addition to participating in story challenges, Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends from across
Both
the
players
universe.
play on the same
This
board?
multiplayer mode
Wait, really? It's not a score-based thing? Wait, how does that work? If both players play on the same board? So you're competing against them, and I guess the only score you get is the ones that you get your round? Oh,
won't
okay.
end with
PvP
version
land.
3.4 either. Origami Bird Class will replace the Seal Slammers multiplayer mode and become the new long-term co-op game mode.
We're done slamming seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old friend Gift of Odyssey returns as usual in version 3.4.
Nice.
Free 10 pulls?
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will also return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
Double
Yep.
rewards.
In version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Cinders, will also come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
Double trash.
At the same time, the planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and
Oh,
Revelry by the
fuck,
Sea
boys.
will also come online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent
New
universe.
planner ornaments.
Why did my seat collapse?
Okay, we're definitely fucked for the new characters then, chat. Okay, so... I mean, you know... Yeah, it might be fucked for the new characters then. I don't know if Fate Collab characters will use it. Maybe they will. I have no idea.
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First, the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July. This year's event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
DOT
That's
planner?
right. We've also prepared a
Interesting.
lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star Rail will be joining Anime Expo this July.
Okay.
Come visit the Star Rail booth and claim free
Hope
limited
you guys,
gifts.
if you guys get to
A
experience this,
special
nice.
panel
I won't
for
be going to
Honkai
AX,
Star
but
Rail
it'll
will
be cool.
also be held at Anime Expo, featuring several special guests.
Trash Taste is
Please
coming.
keep an eye out for more info and official announcements. See you at Anime Expo.
Well, thank you all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time. We'll move it on to our next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
For no particular reason, how would you feel if your
I am a
Kafka's
professional
S5 light clone was
superhost.
suddenly useless?
What's going on?
Oh, goodness,
Aw,
Albert.
man. I probably see that happening.
What's going on?
I'm not even like
Not much time
disappointed.
yet.
I probably will. Oh, what the fuck?
Whether or not
Boot Hill
your
and Adventuring
world
now.
has the concept of a holy grail. Welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Collab Special
Oh,
Program.
So they're the host for the
Long
collab.
time no see, everyone. I'm Aventurine from the Interastral Peace
Two Aventuring
Corporation.
on screen. You guys are not funny.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill, at your service.
Welcome, both of you. I, Albert, have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Albert, could your class be... speaker?
Oh, son of a gun. Ah, that's funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Well, the cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns
Alfalfa.
out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Alfalfa.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds
Yes,
like
sir.
a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right, but I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can manifest any
Proston,
miracle.
if you say
And the
another
Holy
fucking
Grail
word
War
about
is a
the same shit you've been
mage
saying the
craft
whole
ritual for
stream, I'm just gonna have one of my mods ban
As
you.
long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail War.
You really want to
Grail,
get out
feel
what you
your
want to know
wishes.
about that.
Dadgum.
And it's
Wubba
fucking
Boot
annoying.
Charmony Festival has only just concluded, and they're putting on a new show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they going to attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident? I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image. The family's definitely going to want to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers. Yo!
Yo!
I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the final winner will receive the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance
is
to make
Adventuring's
any
voice
wish
so
and
fucking
any
sexy?
miracle come true. Well, that's
Can you
definitely
stop?
a nice gimmick. But
making me feel a
as
little-
we all
little
know,
something, you know?
people die if they're killed.
Fucking
Bullets
lying,
don't
man.
discriminate. So if someone gets caught in the crossfire,
People die when they are
Rest assured,
killed.
everyone, the
Famous
Sweet
line,
Dreams
bat
and
chest.
the Holy Grail War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner of the Radiant Feldspar, shareholder of Penacony's superstar of the Soul Glad festivity, our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Trailblazer.
so the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a
Robin.
part of this war.
Well, as another Pentaconian shareholder,
Oh,
the
there he
Interastral
is.
Peace
Bust
Corporation's
man.
strategic investment department sent me as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill will also participate in
Booty
this
Hill.
Holy Grail War.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too, but he has no time for this. I can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boot Hill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Of course. Apart from local Pentaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War. They are respectively Saber,
There it
Archer,
is.
and Lancer.
Oh, wait,
That's what
so
I'm talking
Lancer?
about.
Wait,
Yeah, I
no
wonder
card
which
for
heroic
Lancer?
Spirit will end up accepting a contract with the Trailblazer.
Now,
Okay.
see? This is how you attract attention.
They didn't even
Now
show
we're
his
gonna
card.
get tons of views.
They mentioned him,
That's
but
why
didn't
you
show his
pay
card.
big bucks to get the big names. As to what stories will unfold in this
Oh,
Sweet Dreams
shit.
and the Holy Grail War, and who will forge a contract with who, Trailblazers will have
Saber
to find
looking
out
sick.
in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th.
July 11th.
Keep an eye out for
Okay.
it.
So 3 weeks, chat. 3 weeks.
Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Pentacony.
It
Well,
is
this is
true,
the
huh?
planet of
It's a little
festivities
bit
after
different.
all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Exactly right. The King of Knight's new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains their iconic blue
Oh,
and
wait,
white
no
colors.
ENVA,
And her
guys.
iconic ahoge.
That's right.
What
it
the fuck?
retains the nobility of a king,
CNJPKR.
and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The
fuck
lines
happened?
along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, while the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well...
Okay, pause it. Pause. Oh, the VA is good. Classic. Okay. Oh shit, that's definitely her skill. What the fuck? Is that Troy or a blast? Damn! We do get that ult. Holy fuck.
Well,
Bro, her
butter
ult's
my
looks
fudge
fucking
and call
sick,
me
man.
a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
And how come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Pentacony.
Oh, looks like Pentaconian food is very much to her liking.
That's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction.
Wind destruction.
Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle.
Okay.
If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering
combat
battle.
buffs, okay.
When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King
No
of
way.
Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. If
blast.
Saber has enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself
Oh,
and
shit.
increase her skill's damage.
Ah.
Wait. Let me see that
Energy
again.
for at that time, she'll consume core resonance
How do you choose this? Is this just something that automatically happens? She has 14 core resonance right now.
to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself.
I guess it's just
and increase
automatic?
her skill's
No.
damage.
Ah. In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any
Interesting,
other
okay.
ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Okay,
Behold,
ult-based.
The King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and
AoE.
turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her
Holy shit,
enhanced
looks
basic
cool.
attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance.
Okay.
Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Oh.
So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible,
Huh.
you can use Excalibur more frequently.
So she's an ult spammer. Like real ult spammer. Okay. I wonder how the synergy will go though, because we don't really have many like teammates that do giga ult spamming. Like obviously supports that run ER are going to get their ult faster. But like it doesn't seem to be like an archetype of a team comp. That makes sense. That's pretty cool though. I do like the animation on her burst. I think she looks good. You know, when it comes to fake characters, you don't expect too much, right? I think Saber looks good. I think she looks as crisp as she can really be in HSR. Looks good.
That's right. Not only does this sword bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also
Now, the
represents
question is,
the
how
noble
are her
ideal
damage
that was held in the
multipliers?
hearts
That's what I'm
of the
curious about.
countless soldiers who once followed her in battle. Whew. All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on
Okay,
to our
core
next
resonance-based character. Seems
otherworldly
cool.
heroic
Sure.
spirit, Archer.
Archer, 5-star
Seems
Hunt
like Archer
Quantum.
cares about this Holy Grail War very much. He put on a new outfit, too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
For Eagle
What
Time,
sharp eyes
probably
you
makes
got
sense.
there, guess?
To maximize
Archer's
her
new
build.
outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp
Archer's
contrast,
insane,
reminiscent
really?
of
Even
a
stronger than
blazing
Saber?
fire
Let's see
in
what
the
it's-
deep
let's-
night,
we'll see what they
imbued with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness and strength.
You got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
Pause. Baseball bat, okay. I mean, that is his skill. He just mimics Trailblazer's fucking baseball bat. Oh, okay. That's kind of sick, though. Wait, that's not his ult? That's his E. Looks like. This is his ult.
Unlimited blade works.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I think the soundtrack was more cool than anything here. I honestly think his skill looks cooler than his ultimate. Flame me all you want. I think this looks cooler.
I am the bone of my soul.
This is his typical lines.
Blade works.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. Like nothing crazy though, because we've seen it in FSN. So
Oh, so that's Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite impressive indeed. After all, Archer
I
is
am
a
the
seasoned
bone of
veteran of
my
war.
soul.
I am the bone of my sword. That sentence sure brings back a lot of memories.
I
The
agree.
boner of my
Well,
soul.
then let's take a look at Archer's combat performance
say that, guys.
in detail.
Okay, Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An
Okay.
archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing damage to 1 designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his—
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's actually crazy. Wow, that's actually crazy. Not only does he use 2 fucking skill points per E, but also doesn't end his turn. Okay, actual Sparkle Stong still. What the hell?
skill, and he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Heads up. The more
That's
times he
actually
uses
so
skill
strange.
consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer.
Wow.
When using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to 1 enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh!
In that case,
Oh! Okay, I see. That's... Okay, that's a lot more, like, useful then.
there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't
Is
help
follow-up
himself and
infinite
had to
per
use
character
his
though?
favorite
That's a
twin
lot more, like,
blades.
When he
meaningful.
uses his
That's-
technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's
Wait,
introduction.
wait, hold up. It's based off of how, if he has special charge or not, right, guys? Let me go through that again. Guys, this is the most important part of his kit, is how often can you do this follow-up attack.
While also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
Up attack against after any of his damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for
Okay, so it's based off of the charges that he has. And he has 3 charges max at any one point. And he gets a charge after his ultimate, right? Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Sparkle is unironically necessary then. Very interesting design. Very, very interesting design. We'll see how that actually plays though. You guys are saying in chat that he might be the strongest character, and I'm like, very interesting playstyle to become the strongest character of this patch. Because he is extremely skill point dependent, but maybe his damage scales off of the skill points that he consumes. Who fucking knows?
for the team.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
Now we'll see.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now, I have big news for everyone. From when the Collab event starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6,
right.
Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star Collab character Archer for free!
If he is as strong as you guys say, this is a good thing. This is a very, very, very good thing. If he's actually as strong as you speak, then it's like actually a very good selling point. Huh. And now it makes sense why Sparkle is on the Phase 1 banner, right? Now it makes sense. Because I was wondering, like, what is Sparkle doing there with Sunday and Tribby? Because we know Tribby is de facto insane strong, and then Sunday is, like, probably going to be Phainon's close to best in slot. So what's Sparkle doing there? But now Sparkle has a connection to this free Archer character. Interesting.
Awesome!
We hope that, under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will cleave open the dark clouds and become a saga sung throughout the cosmos.
Sparkle
We also hope that
finally
your
has
channel
one team.
offers some of
But you know,
a reunion
one team is all
with
at
the
all
servants
it's needed,
across
right?
this vast universe will bring you all the wonderful memories.
Sparkle, that's all that's
days
needed.
to come.
Oh, yeah! How about that? The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more. Later this year, Trailblazers will get
Deal in
another
2025,
brand
yeah,
new
classic.
limited 5-star character, totally for free.
Oh, awesome!
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done yet. Besides claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful.
Yeah, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right, now let's check out the
Hold
banner
up.
details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior. And
Wait, hold
the
on. Did they say the other 5-star, or did they just say it's gonna come later?
Awesome!
We hope that under our for free. Aim to claim the limited 5-star collab character Archer for free.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome!
We hope that under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will. We also hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion with the servants across this vast universe, will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah! How about that?
I missed
The
it.
free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Ah, I see. That's where they said. Okay. That's crazy. Later this year. Alright, collaboration warp.
Collab starts on July 11th. Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior!
Damn.
And the bone of my sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone
July 11th,
collaboration,
boys.
Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone, A Thankless Coronation from Birth of a King, and the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn from Red Radiance.
Oh, we
of
still need to pull for his Lycon, though, right? That's not given to us for free.
In addition,
Okay.
pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners. But neither
Flugy.
carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long term after the event starts.
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Lycones?
Exactly. These
Damn.
collab banners
That's
will run
long.
across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
no fixed
And
end date
here's
yet.
one more piece of
Unlimited
news
banner
for you
time.
all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special
see.
limited time discounts. After
I
the collab event
see.
starts, when Trailblazers spend the designated
I know,
number
honestly,
of
kinda
Star Rail
smart,
special
though.
passes,
Yeah?
they can directly obtain the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn.
200
Throughout
Star
all
Rail
of version
passes.
3.4?
Wow. Okay.
In other words,
Shit, dude.
after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts,
That's kind of
any
good.
Star
boys.
Rail special passes used in the banners for Phainon or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
200 Star Rail passes is quite a bit for F2Ps, though. You guys have had to be saving before this was announced. That's the thing. Their 200 Star Rail passes is 32,000 Stellar J's, which is quite a bit. So if you guys already have like a limited amount, you guys might be a bit cooked. We don't know how long. But the good thing is that this lasts for over a month, right?
We had top up now we have spent and event Lamau.
Wait, what? Slimy, what are you saying, bro? We had top up now, we have spending event Lamau? Someone translate what the fuck he means. You mean we have like the double top up thing?
Oh, yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off,
I'm not
the
really
voice
sure what the
actors
fuck
for
that dono
Saber
is about.
and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to hear their special messages.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカスメ役です。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セーバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。
このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
Wow. Wait, she's so fucking clean with it though. Ew, she's so fucking clean with it though. Wow, what a straight iconic line, bro.
マスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレイドワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニーで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
You know, the JP for Archer is so hot by default. His VA voice doesn't sound that much different, which is kind of fucking crazy, bro. It's kind of fucking crazy. His bass voice is so good.
For those thoughtful messages. With the Honkai Star Rail and Face Day Night Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere
Sakuna from
gratitude
JJK.
to
Yeah, I can
Kinokonazu
sense the,
and
I can tell
Takashi
the
Takeuchi
similarities.
for their unwavering support from the earliest
Pops
planning
did the same
stages
thing.
to the final
XDD.
implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate joy!
In order to showcase the Holy Grail
I think
War
Avengers
from
just
multiple
busted there
angles
for
and
no
levels,
reason.
the organizers say that they've also prepared
Jen felt like he
another
just busted.
combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail.
Oh,
now,
Holy Grail War. This
Grail
actually might
can
be
load
fucking
the simulated
sick, boys.
data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay
Yeah, I
Night,
thought there was going to be some
Trailblazers
special
will
mention of
face off
Lancer.
against many
but
familiar and old
probably not.
friends.
Which
In
kinda
a sense,
sucks.
what? V1, V1, V1 battles. Each contestant starts with
Castle.
unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs. You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough
What is
pieces
this?
of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy
ho,
Grail
ho.
War, huh?
Oh, I see. This is probably Saber's best in slot team, right? That makes sense, huh? Because Saber's ult spammer, Sunday is ult funneler, and Ho-Ho is ult funneler as well. And then Tribi is just de facto. Wow, is there gonna be even an F2P? F2P must probably use Tingyun then, I feel. Like Tingyun is a must. Because she's like the only like low investment ult funneler. But like who else would you pair in this team? If you had only like a 4-star lineup, it'd probably be Gallagher. You can't like you have to use Gallagher. Ting Yun Gallagher +1. Pella. Pella gets her ult fast, right? Pretty fast, I think. It just depends on Pella's speed, that's all. Why do you guys keep saying Bronya? How does Bronya help in this team comp? In place of Sunday? Is the action advance beneficial for Saber? Is her E spamming important? I don't know, so I'm just asking. Yes? What about Sparkle over Bronya though? For more skill points. And we're trying to ult funnel. Bronya is, I guess, the only choice that we have. More E generate more of the charges. Ah, okay. I thought it was ult spam generates those fucking charges or whatever the fuck it's called. So that's why I was confused because I remember Saber is ult spam. Yeah, about Sparkle. Well, we know Sparkle's gonna be best of slot for Archer, and everyone's gonna have Archer, right? So we kind of have to split up the supports and shit. So Sparkle's like nearly number 1. Wait, are we fucked then? If you don't have Sparkle, how are you gonna build Archer? Oh, that's actually a Monka. Hanya, is that the only option that we have? Oh, it looks cooked. That looks a little bit cooked.
And that's not all. Trailblazers can also acquire noble phantasms during battle for extra help. Plus, during combat, Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Boys. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells,
that's cool.
Huh?
I mean, this is very fate-oriented.
I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this?
Real or fake damage? That's a lot of damage. Is she buffed by anything here? 3.3 million is kind of fucking big, boys. Especially if she can spam it. Hold on a second. Let me rewind a little bit, boys. 3 mil AoE is kind of good.
I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing?
This looks awfully sus though. I feel like there's a lot of extra damage in this. Like all of these fucking numbers, it feels like there's something extra here.
This time,
it's player.
Wow, this Grail.
Is that her? Wait. Let me slow this down. And her enhanced basic did only 300k.
It's player.
Wow, this.
That is significantly lower than I expected for a basic attack, considering that it's enhanced.
Grail feels kind of.
And then she ulted again.
Forking hell.
Okay, well the fact that she
corrupted.
She's ulting like crazy though, which is kind of insane.
Trailblazers can increase the
she did 2 ults like back to back
to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition and just for entertainment. The organizer.
That was not a lot of damage from Archer. Did I miss something, guys?
Well, this is a reality show competition and
that was
just
very
for entertainment.
Small amount of damage. 142k from Archer.
The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters, and enemy strength is toned down.
This way, new Trailblazers.
His ult doesn't do much. Oh, really? Okay. Wait, let's see. Maybe if they show. Maybe they show here.
Exactly. The production team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
Aw, damn. Okay, they don't show. Okay, that seems like normal damage. 200k.
This Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Bladeworks collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams, and the Holy Grail.
His
and
ult
the
sucks,
event,
sadly.
Fate Stay Night.
Good thing is that I like his E design more, so
on July
I'm not
11th.
complaining about that.
The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome! So much content!
All right. Big thanks again to our 2 guests. That wraps up today's Fate Collab update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
Holy fuck, I'm kind of excited. You know why I'm excited?
It's all part of the job. Anything for the
is, you know,
Trailblazers.
more luxury game, but I get to fucking
Trailblazers,
try out all
my
these
honored
characters,
masters.
and they all have like
Let's meet again
relatively
in
different
version
playstyles.
3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See so much
time,
content.
guys.
Meanwhile,
See you
only
next
2
time.
events in 3.4. Why? I was never, guys. I was never an event guy. But if I get all these characters to play, it's like more fun. Okay, that's pretty solid. People die if they are killed.
By the sea will also come online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent universe.
Ah, why did my seat collapse?
That's actually fucking funny as fuck, dude. It's funny as fuck. Holy fuck. Alright, boys. Well, for me, given the timeline of stuff, Phainon and Lupa are probably going to coincide with each other. But oh, this is great. Phainon and Lupa are going to coincide with each other. Genshin has their second half coming. Right after Genshin's second half, we immediately prep for Saber and Archer, which is actually good. I think the timing is good for HSR to have this collab. Then I think it's really good. And that means I'll prep for. Okay, guys. Between Archer or Saber Guide, which one do you guys think would be more popular? Considering that Saber is iconic, but Archer is free and everyone will have him. It must be Archer, right? It's kind of hard for me to decide because I have to tell Cope which resources to prioritize in terms of the first release guide. The second one will be quickly after it, but like the first day matters a lot. So I don't really know. Archer is free. I am the bone of my sword. A lot? Oh, wait, guys, that's a good point. Hold on, Fire plus Ice Blade is a really good point. Those of you who guys are pulling immediately for Phainon and the first half will immediately get Archer's Light Cone for free without even having him. So you guys will automatically be incentivized to invest in him because you have his Light Cone, right? Look at the view spike in the video timeline. I don't think this is ready yet. I think 18 hours is not enough. I'll have to check that later and see what people care about mostly. So that's cool. Okay, well, for the most part, chat, it seems like the design of these characters is quite interesting. You know? So
Tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields and activate my ultimate.
Wait, so core flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. Phainon can also
Is
gain
refreshing
core
so timeline?
flames
I don't
when he's
think so. I don't
selected
think
as a
the video has
target
been
by a
out long
teammate
enough.
or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability.
So Phainon is actually really interesting, right? Because Phainon brings niche characters back into meta. Because he doesn't use classic aura supports. Which is actually really interesting. Because I never would have imagined a character like Bronya being useful again. Because I felt like Bronya's skill point management was so ugly. So yeah, that's interesting. He has pre-farmable pieces as well, probably. And it seems like his big meteor is gonna be his most damage, right? Because his ult is just transformation state. So that means that, I mean, you can definitely pre-farm him. We're just going for skill-based damage then. That's what his most important stuff is. You know, it's actually interesting if you think about it though. Isn't Phainon's skill point situation kind of ugly if he always wants people to target him? It might be a little bit.
Phainon will deal even more damage.
I like how
When
they
I
don't
use my
show the skill
ultimate,
points
I'll
here.
create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Phainon powers up massively. Team
Dude, okay, yeah, they don't show much. They don't show AV either. It gets worse the more he transforms. Yeah, so you kind of have to finish the fight early. He's kind of a little bit front-loaded character. Setup based and kind of front-loaded. Which is kind of interesting, chat, because like for some reason I kind of feel like he's a Jing Yuan situation from way back in the day. Like really strong at first, but as time goes on, I wonder how strong he'll be over time. Because it really depends on how his kit scales, I feel. Skill points are always going to be a problem, and maintaining them is always going to be a problem. So, yeah. And then when it comes to characters like, how far do I have to go here? Saber. Saber's interesting. Saber seems like she needs a premium team, yeah?
New world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill,
Like if you don't use Huohuo, you have to waste a slot on sustain. Because Huohuo is actually BIS. Because of the ult skill, of the ult funneling. So if you don't have Huohuo, you're -1 important team comp here. And then, is this the best in slot comp? Tribby Sunday? Is there someone better than Tribby here for ult spam or no? I think Sunday's for sure because Sunday does have ult funnel. How often does Tribby get her ult? She should get it pretty fast, right? Every single time she ults, she has 3 passive talent procs. The problem is she's super fucking slow. But she doesn't need her own fucking... She doesn't need her own attacks, right? She just waits. And everyone else charges her fucking ult anyway. That's actually really interesting. 4-star Tingyun for ult energy refund, but not even remotely close to Tribby. Do you guys feel that Saber needs an action advance? Like, say if we replaced Sunday. What else can we use there? Does Saber need action advance? You guys are saying yes. Interesting. She ideally wants to use skill more to get more energy, core resonance. Ah, I see. So her specific turns do matter. Ah, okay. Damn. So Saber's team comp is a little bit specific then, right? Ideal for Huohuo, +1 action advancer, and +1 Tribby or Tingyun, right? That's like genuinely her core lineup, and it can't really be switched from that. It's either Tribby or Tingyun, and it's either Sunday or any other action advance, and then 1 sustain. Robin can work too. Would Robin be over Sunday because Robin is pseudo AV, pseudo action advance? Because Robin only action advances on ult, and you have to like time it well. So DDD. Oh yeah, I think in this comp DDD is unironically like very good if you don't use anything else. But who would be holding DDD here? I mean, it can only be Tribby. I guess if you run Tingyun, it's for sure DDD because Tingyun can just spam. Okay, at least 1 DDD user for an ult scanner would be good, I think. It's actually really interesting. Okay.
skill, Saber will deal.
And then Archer's unironic problem is skill points. Like, might be a sparkle need or don't even consider investing in him. Kind of deal. Which is kind of weird because, dude, they're really fucking you guys over. Like, unironically. Like, the way the banners are designed, we have Phainon, who's the newest character, And then we have Tribby and Sunday, who are super popular characters. Tribby is just insane harmony support, and Sunday is the best action advancer that we have right now. And then no one's going to look at Sparkle until you get to Archer. Now you have to look at Sparkle, because Sparkle is the only character in the game who can reliably give you this amount of skill points. I don't know in detail what Hanya does, so can't really speak on that, but yeah. Yes, sir. Welcome to Honkai Whale Rail. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the beginning, Chad, that Star Rail is definitely a more luxury spendy game. It's definitely more luxury spendy. Because, like, in order to get full value out of your characters, you need basically premium investment, or else you kind of reduce your own enjoyment by quite a lot. You just don't have access to the stuff. So, now here's the question. Are any of you guys considering skipping Phainon for the collab characters? Because you could just totally skip Phainon and go straight for Saber Archer and their team comps. What about that? Because usually I'm assuming people want the new HSR character, but you know, this case might be different. Yeah, fuck Phainon. Wow, there's actually a lot more people than I thought. Collab is limited time? Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. I have 0 polls, so I am skipping it all. Classic. There's someone who's like, yeah, that's my buddy right there. Holy shit. Okay, well that's pretty solid, chat. I mean, this is a pretty hefty live stream, I would say, especially for new characters. For a person who creates content like I do, this is definitely hefty. So we're gonna wrap it up here, chat. I'm excited for the 3 new characters. I'm already starting to work on Phainon stuff. I'll try to get you guys as quick of the videos as possible because we have so many videos we're going through. So hopefully, maybe you guys will see it like the week before launch. I don't know if I can get it in like 5 days though. That's pretty fucking tough, but I'll try my best. We'll see. Thoughts on the character buffs? I'm hoping that Kafka is actually like meta to some degree. I think. So here's the interesting about the buffs. I think the buffs don't make any of the characters like super crazy. But here's the thing, who's gonna age well? Who's gonna age well? That's the real question. I feel like my genuine sentiment is I feel like Bald and Jing Liu will continue to age the most poor because they are dedicated DPS characters. And dedicated DPS characters will always like fall to the new DPSs, right? So we need utility. We need utility. And so it seems like Silverwolf might be a really, really strong character, right? I don't know, where do they even show this shit? Oh, they showed here. So Silverwolf has a lot of value because she's essentially Pella, but not in a shoehorn build, right? The fact that Silverwolf gains energy every single time it's her turn and on battle entry helps a lot with her ult funneling. And her E gives implant for your DPS and also gives a mild amount of res decrease, right? Where is she? If Silverwolf can cycle her ult fast, then she's going to be very useful. Yeah? I think that's what it is. I think if she can cycle her ult fast, she'll be very useful because she'll have near 100% uptime on an AoE defense shred. That doesn't require a lot of EHR. Interesting. So ER rope and 160 speed with Eagle set. I don't know. That might be overkill. Like, you want to get her to 100% uptime, but you don't want to go over that, basically. So. You know, chat, you know what the most stonks is? It's DDD and action advance. So, like, anything that boosts your turn slightly has so much scaled value now. It's actually crazy. Eagle Set, DDD, Giga Stonks. They're like the things that will never age poorly because having even your own action go faster is just straight up insane, bro. You know, the crazy thing, chat. The crazy thing is, I think that the more specific this game gets, the more these turns are gonna matter a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that the kits are designed in HSR are slowly becoming tied to less of specific team synergy and more of gimmicks. Like Phainon's gimmick is just crazy. Phainon fucking removing your whole team, completely removing certain supports is actually like crazy, you know? Yeah, it's just kind of interesting. The way that they took Phainon's ultimate, right? And how energy is not even needed at that point. You know the crazy thing, chat? We used to connect energy with turns. But as HSR went forward, they slowly removed the reliability on energy. Like Casta was not energy based, Acheron's not energy based, Phainon's not energy based. There's so many non-energy based characters. But what still has a lot of value is turns. Turns are always valuable. Because turns allow you to get more specific stacks, right? Every single DPS has like this specific fucking thing where it's like, oh yeah, their E gives them their specific charge. So I'm not quite sure I get that. I think I just explained it poorly, Afro. I think teams are getting more and more specific. Very, very specific. So the Herta is still energy, yeah, but the Herta is like the extreme end of I don't need to go because my team goes for me. In energy sense. And the thing is, like, you guys remember Herta? Herta actually has a problem with higher Eidolons. The more she goes, the worse she performs, because you go too much, you have to use her E. And when you use her E, she hasn't had 42 stacks on the enemies left. So, like, it's optimal for you to slow your Herta down enough so that she gets max 42 stack E, or else you just lose the 50% damage amp, which is crazy. So I think it's interesting they made a unit that forces the enemy to attack and counter them. I always felt that they should have made a support do that for someone like Clara, Yillian, Bald. Oh, Phainon does have kind of a counter to his kit. You know, I don't really think counter characters in this game scale that well. I think the only way that they'll scale well is if they have true taunt. If they have true taunt, then it's over. But we don't have true taunt. We only have like slightly increased chance to be attacked, and then your fucking Ting Yun gets attacked and then she just dies. So, because if they add true taunt on 100% uptime for a counter character, I think they'll become very, very, very good. And if you add a trace passive that gives them effect resistance, then it's over because it can't be CC'd. Phainon does since he removed everyone. Yeah, you're right, man. Phainon's actually the ultimate true taunt. You just fucking sends everyone out of the fucking fight.